Hey YouTube, this is Southern Prepper 1 and welcome to Boots on the Ground for a Friday. Hope you're all doing well. If you have anything you could add to Boots on the Ground, you can send it to southernprepper1 at yahoo.com. It'd be greatly appreciated. Thank you all for sending. I'm trying to get to them all. Let's get right into it. Let's go over to Sydney, Australia. They were announced over there will be substantial increasing in cost of prescription medication starting October 1st. So eager to see what these people over there send to me, and that would be Sydney, Australia. Let's go move over to New Zealand. This lady has sent me other things before, and she has told me about her curtains. She's ordered some curtains, and it's been so far 8 weeks, and they just announced that there'll be another 4 weeks to wait for her curtain. So everything from medication to curtains to little things, car parts, everything is short. Let's go over the pharmaceutical industry in New Zealand. They're short a lot of medicine. Let me tell you what they're doing. They said that women that take the menopause treatment patch to cut them in half, so you can have double the amount. Also, there is a critical shortage, and there's only 2 weeks left in the whole of New Zealand for some very important anti-anxiety pills. So 2 weeks left. Hopefully they get resupplied. A lot of people count on these things. This is a very large family that lives in Colorado Springs. They shop at Costco. On 2020, a few years ago, they were paying $11 for the big case of eggs, and it has 15 dozen eggs in the case. After Christmas of 2021, it went up to $25. March, it went up to $38. Today, they're not selling the 15 dozen. They're selling only 5 dozen in a box, and that is 15. So if you do 3 of those to make it the same amount, it is $45. So 2020 they were paying $11. Now they're paying $45 for the same amount of eggs. That is massive inflation. Let's go over to Southern Illinois. This guy reported that UPS, the U.S. Post, not the U.S. Postal, but UPS, excuse me, driving a mid-size budget rental box van. Also, they bought a good brand of soap, and they say it seems weaker, it seems very runny, and they produced little sudsy action. So they're wondering, did they change the formula? Are they omitting some of the ingredients to make it cheaper? They also said there's an 85-acre tract across their house that's always planted, but it was not planted this season in anything. Weeds are growing up in it. Washington State, this is at an Ace hardware store. This person was looking at some Rust-Oleum spray paint, and they were picking out the colors they wanted, and an employee came over and started changing the prices. The price was $4.99. It went up to $7.99. That is a $3 increase on a very good quality spray paint, but still, it's a huge increase. If you're needing spray paint and your prices have not gone up a lot in your area, grab them now because they will. This is Wyoming. This person sent this to me. The FDA has notified the state that there will be no food commodities next month. This is an income-based monthly program that has been going for decades, providing families and individuals with a box of protein-rich food like canned meats, frozen meats, nuts, powdered milk, and etc. No explanation was given as to why and if they will redistribute in August. So August is unknown if they're going to keep going with the project or if it was just stopped temporarily. And this has never happened. They've never missed a month. So this is important news. Go to Boston, Massachusetts. Walmart, they bought some bread and a couple other bread products, took it home, opened it up, moldy on everything. So, reminder, check everything as best you can. Make sure you get the farthest expiration date out and also look at the quality. This is Southern Oregon. This is a brand of ice cream that they buy. It was a 5-quart container, and it cost them $6.49. It was just switched to a 4-quart container, and it's up $7.11. So you got huge shrinkflation, and you got a pretty decent inflation in there. This person buys salmon off the boat, fresh catch. This year they're paying $13.99 a pound, I guess, and last year it was $10.99 a pound. So a pretty hefty, probably close to 30% increase right there. Also, they will cut them up for you, fillet them out for you, a lot of people do not ask for the carcasses. So this person buys the whole thing. They charge you for the whole thing. They ask for the carcasses. She then takes them home and bakes them and makes salmon patties. Out of the 4 carcasses she had, she got 24 large patties. So you have to use everything you can. You know, any opportunity to use something, use it. Make something out of it. Don't waste anything. This is a technician for a manufacturing industry. He's a mechanical technician. He does not have a 4-year degree. He has only a 2-year degree. But because of his work experience, he has a lot of value. So he said, you know what? Let me beat inflation by getting a better paying job. And that's what he did. So don't sell yourself short. If you do not have a 4-year degree, but you have a lot of years in a business and a lot of experience, start pushing yourself out to other companies. Try to get a raise. You know, you can beat the inflation, you can beat higher costs by making more money. So try that. Walmart. This is Port Orange, Florida. Deli was closed, no workers. And I'm getting so many pictures. I don't even include them all. Many stores, from Family Dollar to Dollar Generals to Subways to Burger King's, the works. Places are closed because they do not have enough workers, or they're greatly reducing hours, closing certain days of the week. This is from Great Value ice cream sandwiches. They were $1.98 and they are now $2.62. That comes out to be 33% inflation. When you take everything we're buying, has some things 10, 20, 30, 40% inflation. And when you add that together, that is killing the American family. They need to do something. All right, this is my tinfoil hat episode. This person says, I've heard that UPS is refusing to deliver gun parts from gun manufacturers and destroying some of these packages. Do you know anything about it? There is some stuff on the internet about this. I don't know if it's being done on purpose. I honestly don't know. I did get a UPS box of gun parts from Optic World, and it was seriously damaged. The UPS man was so concerned, he waited till I opened the package up. I made sure everything, and I had a lot of little gun parts, scope rings, a lot of little things that I ordered. Everything was in the package, but the package was damaged. UPS, normally I get my packages in great shape. So I don't know if this was just a coincidence. There's other people on YouTube talking about it. I haven't studied it out far enough into it. Only time will tell, but I will look into it. Let's take the tinfoil off. All right, our electric bill last month was $220. This month, the electric bill is $530. Now, granted, they might have used a lot more electricity because of the higher need for air conditioning, but they had a pamphlet inside their bill. It was included with the bill that says, it is not the power company's fault they had to raise rates. They also said another rate increase will be coming in October. This person's saying, how is grocery stores, bowling alleys, anywhere where you use a lot of electricity, not going to have to raise their prices just to pay? So if you're in an area where your electrical bill went way up, if that bill is, passed on to other businesses, you're going to see an increase across the board. They have to. The electric bills are getting so high. This is Church's Chicken in Plainview, Texas. Now, I did say Church's Chicken. They're out of chicken strips when we went. They were out of chicken breasts. They were out of French fries. We ordered the last 2 chicken sandwiches and the last small mashed potatoes. How can people stay in business, especially when your business is based on chicken and you don't have any? This person has sent information about coal before. They went back to get another product from the guy that sells coal. I think we were getting wood pellets for their parents. And he told them, hey, coal has already gone up and went up $90. Now it is at $440, I believe, a ton. And he wants you, if you use coal right now, get your coal purchased right now. Do not wait till it gets cold because it's going to be a lot more expensive. He also is waiting for a Kia vehicle. He's been waiting 7 months. It got so bad that the dealership gave him his deposit back. He had to put a deposit back. He has no idea when that Kia was going to come in, and they had no idea. So he got his deposit back. But he was waiting 7 months. This is Tampa. This is Sorrento medium cheddar sliced cheese. The label says clearly on there there will be 11 slices. When he opened his package, there was only 6 slices, and this is something he uses a lot of, so he knows. He says, was this an oversight, a mistake in the packing, or did they do it on purpose? I have no idea, but it was definitely, he got gypped some product. This person wants you to know that nickels, I've been a big fan of saving coins. I save my coins. The reason I save my coins is anytime in history that they have devalued their paper money, their dollars, they have never touched their coins. It's too expensive to bring in all the coins, reprint coins. So what they do is, if they're going to devalue their dollar, they will devalue their paper currency, but not their change. So the change would still have that same value it has on it. So that's why I personally save Change Plus. You can use change for all kinds of things. Drill a hole in it, make a washer. So a penny would be a 1 penny. I could drill a hole in it and make a washer. That's why I like change. But he said, save your nickels. Save your nickels, because right now a nickel is actually worth 8 cents in raw materials with the nickel in it and the copper. So if you want an investment, go to the bank and get as many nickels as you can. Let's go over to a Pepsi distributor in Virginia. More and more they're seeing that they don't have products. They have more shortages. They're more frequent. It's getting worse in the Pepsi distribution in this area in Virginia. Also, very hard to get CO2. Widespread across the industries. Dollar General. This is what a manager said. He said, this week we had 32 pages of increased pricing stickers. Each page has 25 items. So this week they had 32 times 25. Last week it was 54 times 25. The week before it was 42 times 25. Just those 3 weeks you have massive price increases. And remember, it takes time for them to go around and change out, find the product, change the sticker out. That's why we're finding a lot of people, you pick up the product, go to the cash register, and it's charging more because they do not have time to physically change every single one out. All right, this is information that I've learned a lot about. This, he basically says, but all my sales are to countries outside the U.S. But I sell primary well cementing equipment. These are the tools that go on the casings to ensure proper cement placement for oil or gas wells. We use a lot of steel to make tools, and this is very, very high quality, expensive steel. He had a job and he tried to contract it through India, wasted weeks until they said no way, they couldn't do it, and which cost him lots of money, because this is why my price of made in the USA steel are now twice as high as what I would have quoted 4 weeks ago. So basically every week this price of steel goes up. So because he tried to get it through India, bang, when they said no, he was weeks behind. His cost is even higher. And the problem is he made a quote already on the product, so he's not going to make as much money, or possibly he could lose money. He says this quality of steel has gone up in expense 3 to 4 times higher than a year ago. 3 to 4 times higher than a year ago. Another item that they use and sell is called thread lock. This is a 2-part mixture of resin and a catalyst. It is for locking shoes and collars onto the casing before they go down the hole to prevent back out of the threads. So something very important. The catalyst seems to be unavailable at all, so they can't make the thread lock that they need. And pricing of this stuff is 6 to 8 times higher than a year ago. 6 to 8 times higher than a year ago. Another thing that they use and sell has had a huge price hike is pipe dope. A couple of years ago, we were paying $60 to $70 for a 50-pound pail. Today, it is $380 for that same pail. The switch over, I live in Middle Tennessee. Their local grocery store, Publix, have been out of wheat sub rolls, and they've been out for 6 months and probably won't get them for a long time. Walmart, they said, and this is Middle Tennessee, shortages of canned meat in their area. And they went and got burgers from Burger King, and they are actually using hamburger buns from the grocery store. So Burger King can't get, buns. They go locally and buy them locally. I commend them for doing that. You got to keep your business open no matter what. This is upstate New York. The wife went to the hospital with chest pains. They absolutely had no room for her in the hospital, so they put a chair in the hallway for her to be taken care of. They also said we ordered from Walmart, a pickup order. It had 62 items on the order. they included was 5 cases of water. They only could get 1 case of water, and 40 items were available. So there was 22 items on their list that were not available. That is problematic. They said their dog food went up from $11.76 to $16.54. They also said they order pizza and wings at a local place every week. Normally they pay a little less than $31. It was over $42, their new bill. This person works for the fire department in the South, and they said they can't even get toner for our printers at the station headquarters. They said it may be months before they can get replacement. And they came up with, it's just little things, but it's widespread across the board that are in short supply, or you have to pay a huge amount of money. Let's go over to Indiana. This guy had a knee replacement in February, at which time the surgeon was scheduled 6 weeks out. And that's not bad. He called them in the middle of May to schedule his second surgery, I think on the other knee, and he could not get it done until October, which is 5 months out. The reason given, not enough support staff to support the surgeries that are elective surgery. To me, yeah, it is elective surgery, but if you got a bad knee, you need to get it fixed. He also said his primary doctor, he usually could call, and the next day he could get an appointment. Now it's taking a week to get in to see his primary care doctor. Let's go over to Georgia, and this is a local Family Dollar. They had no over-the-counter medicine, so the person asked the manager if they would get more, and the manager said, no longer going to carry any over-the-counter medicine, and she had no reason, why they said that. So this is a local Family Dollar in Georgia. I wonder if it's localized just to this one, or if it's widespread, or if the prices have shot up so high they said, hey, we'll just wait until they come down. I don't know, but if anyone can verify any more, this is Family Dollar. This is Seminole, Florida. Hard time getting quarters. So right there, quarter shortage. Cricket cell phone. This person said my plan went from $100 to $130, so they're going to go ahead and try to downgrade their plan to save a little bit of money. This is New Jersey. This is a HVAC, heat and air contractor. Rooftop Lennox AC units are 44 weeks back ordered. You got to place a deposit, and you won't even know the final cost until they actually get the product. So that is crazy. It could be huge. And this is on the commercial units. Also, Freon was $120. Now it is $480. He said most commercial items are in very short supply, but residential is not as bad, which is good. This is Northwest Alabama, UPS, using a rental box van. I have not seen my UPS using a rental vehicle at all. I have seen the FedEx person using them. This is Minneapolis police. They responded to an emergency medical call. It was a seizure patient. They waited 30 minutes and still no ambulance. They were then informed they have no idea if they will get an ambulance and what time frame. So luckily the police officers loaded the patient in their patrol car and took him to the hospital. I am telling you, it is a collapse of the medical services. It is not like it used to be inside the United States. Loan Department. This is, I think it's Loan Depot. More cuts. They're going to be up to $4,800 for the year because people are not getting mortgages. This is a vehicle maintenance facility in the center of the country. This is UPS, United Postal Services. Vehicles are breaking down constantly and parts are becoming unavailable. We're cannibalizing parts from one vehicle to keep other vehicles running. They said over 100 postal trucks in the past few years have been scrapped because of rotten frames and cannot be fixed. Probably because they're in a very serious place where they get a lot of snow. They put a lot of ice on the roads and it just destroys vehicles. I'm a truck driver for a local company, and when I travel on my route, I'm starting to see more people ride bicycles. He ordered an e-bike and started riding it. He only has a 6-mile ride to work, and he likes it. He's saving a lot of money on gas. This is a commercial tech in Georgia. He's been installing a large number of reaching coolers, dessert coolers, salad coolers, things like that. The reason is there's no parts to replace the old ones. He says we have over 650 open refrigeration calls waiting on parts, with some back orders up to 5 months with no guarantee we'll ever get the part. So there you go. Boots on the ground for today. Keep prepping and keep preparing.